Podcasting from the Chicagoland area, this is Game On with Jackson Stuart, where we discuss men's lifestyle, focusing on sex, fitness, relationships, business, and more. We'll be interviewing the best of the best, the hot shots, and the rising stars in the worlds of modeling, fitness, cooking, and more. Influencers who are discussing keeping it sexy while at the top of their game. I'm your host, Jackson Stuart. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the game. What if you could be a better player for the cost of one more cup of coffee a month? Get access to a growing library of lit erotica, behind-the-scenes action, and player's guides with tips on drinking, cooking, fitness, dating, sex, and life after dark. Low tier rate while offer lasts. Patreon.com. Game On with Jack. Keep it sexy and game on.
This is Dale Valor from Modern Valor Dating, and you're listening to Game On with Jackson Stuart. Killing them!
The game is about many things, but what the game is not about is instant gratification, shortcuts, and quick fixes that ultimately do you no good. Luckily, our guest this evening helps us not only move through that and around it, but to level up. Chad Austin has been a leader in the fitness industry since 2003. He's the owner of Priority Fitness in Overland Park, Kansas, and is also the best-selling and award-winning author of the book series, Make Fitness a Priority. A staple in the fitness and wellness community, Austin is regularly called upon for media interviews across the country. He was the host of the talk radio show Be Fit for Life and has been featured on over 40 podcasts. Chad Austin is also our guest this evening. All right, guys, you've heard the introduction and the bio. Now join me in welcoming to Game On, the powerful, the fit, and the inspirational Chad Austin. Chad, how you doing, man?
Great. Thanks for having me on.
Cool. It's a pleasure to have you here. Let's kick off first. Can you tell the audience what platforms you are on and by what username they can find you?
Yes. Make Fitness a Priority. Priority Fitness is my name, my studio. Make Fitness a Priority was where it came from. It's a best-selling book I have. You can find on Amazon, and makefitnessapriority.com is my website. And Make Fitness a Priority is basically all my platforms, Instagram, Facebook, you name it.
And Chad, where are you from and where did you grow up?
I'm just outside of Kansas City, in Overland Park, Kansas. I've been here for about 15 years as a personal trainer and fitness leader over here. I'm from a small town about an hour and a half south of here in Burlington, Kansas.
I think you are the first person I've ever met from Kansas.
Really?
Yeah, and that's sad for me because I need to meet more people from Kansas because Kansas people are some of the salt of the earth from what I hear.
Yeah.
Now, how do you
defending current national champions?
There you go. See, so how'd you get into the business? Was fitness, were you an athlete growing up? Were you a sports kid, and then fitness came naturally, and then you just wanted to share that message with other people? What's been the road for you to get to where you are now?
Yeah, kind of all the above. I started out as an athlete. Wrestling was life for me growing up through high school and college. And, I didn't really know what I wanted to do other than, be an athlete. And then, I kind of stumbled across physical education and teaching and coaching. And so I was a coach and a PE teacher for 3 years out of college. And I just kind of stumbled into personal training. I thought it was just going to be kind of a temporary thing for me, but it ended up just being the perfect fit. And so I've been doing that ever since. And I just kind of keep evolving as a personal trainer, as a fitness leader, and just try to be as a fitness motivator, I guess.
So who are some of your influences?
In fitness, Todd Durkin is a name to follow, Jeff Cavalier. These are all people that kind of started kind of probably the same road as me. They started as athletes, and then they realized that they can make a bigger impact, and it just kind of grew. But any I love hearing anyone that's a good speaker and has a story of perseverance or a story of reaching their dreams, or going through the ups and downs, the triumph, no matter whether it's in fitness and sports and in life. I'm easily inspired, and so maybe that's how I become good at inspiring other people.
Well, I think that's a great quality, and I really want people to take that away from our conversation, amongst other things. Is it's good to be easily inspired. I think that's an amazing quality, because if people just take a moment, you can see there's inspiration all around us and things that kind of help you pursue dreams or to keep going when you get kicked around. That having been said, for Chad Austin in the physical fitness and motivation industry, are there challenges in the business for you every day?
Yeah, there's a lot of challenges. I think you have to overcome it in anything you do. There's definitely there's lessons you have to learn if you're really going to be good at what you do, right? And so I think for fitness, so some of the lessons I've already learned, I've learned that fitness is not one size fits all, for sure, as much as we try to make it seem in every weight loss ad there is out there. But everybody's different. What worked for one person is not going to work for somebody else. What worked for you in the past is not going to work for you in the future. So there's not one wrong way. It's just what way is right for you when it comes to fitness. And there's a lot of myths in fitness. There's a lot of questions you could ask, a lot of topics that you could come up, and you could Google it, and literally you'd see 50% yes, 50% no, and strong convictions backing up why they feel that way. And so it's figuring out, really just always learning, always evolving, and learning really how do I make the best impact is definitely a challenge. I think the big challenge actually for fitness right now is that it's a battle between trainers like myself trying to help our clients get long-term success, and all the predators out there that are trying to steer you towards instant gratification. That's just an illusion. So trying to help people resist the temptation for instant gratification that just leads them to temporary results, and help them really figure out how fitness best fits in their life so they can use it to improve their life across the board.
Yeah, it's a great point. And I like to call myself a gym rat. I know my way around the gym a little bit, and physical fitness is important for me. And I think that you definitely hit on something with the idea that people see so much get instantly in shape, get six-pack abs in one day, that kind of thing. And those are gimmicks, and those are scams, and those are also dangerous. What you promote, and we've had a couple other guests on the show who talk about physical fitness, you're promoting like a change in lifestyle, right? Like a leveling up of a man's physicality and a woman's physicality, also in their fitness. So that's 100% accurate. And can you let people know what is your average day like? Because I think people would believe that you wake up just doing pull-ups first thing in the morning, and then you run 18 miles, and then then you start your day. But what is a day like for Chad Austin?
My day for work has changed a lot because I've evolved. I'm not just a personal trainer anymore. I'm more of a fitness professional. And so I train clients, but I'm an author. I have 3 books I've written. I'm always making more content. I'm a speaker. And so I'm always trying to find audiences to speak my message to help people get long-term success. And so it's more, and then I train people one-on-one. I train boot camps. I train, do lots of things. And so, the way fitness, so as you may think of how a personal trainer, what a day looks like for me, you may think of me, especially if you see me and you think of me as being fit, you may think I work out a couple hours a day. And that is just simply not true, because that would not fit in my life anymore. And so that's one thing that I have to try to teach my clients. As we go through life and as things change, fitness fits in our life differently. And so it used to be when I first became a trainer, I did have all the time in the world. I was brand new to Kansas City. So I lived right behind the studio. I didn't have a social life and I was single. So I worked out 2 hours a day every day. But now, I own a studio. I'm married, and trying to start a family. I write books. I speak. I have contractors under me. And so I fit my workout in where it fits best, but it doesn't look the same as it did yesterday. So I spend a lot of my time, a couple days a week just sitting behind a computer, whether it be writing or catching up on stuff.
Yeah, I like that. I like that quote. Fitness fits differently as you get older or as your life changes. And, I remember reading a great article from Jamie Foxx. I think it was in Men's Health or Men's Journal. And he was just saying, like, the way he works out now in his 40s is different than the way he worked out in his 20s. And he talks about, like, when you're in 20s, you're trying to build, like, beach muscles. You're trying to look like you just want to pull your shirt off all day. But when you're in your 40s and older, you're just trying to stay healthy and strong. So totally agree with that. And you also have a great knack for pulling out amazing Rocky quotes. I was looking at your Instagram today. And I'm like, you've got like the best Apollo Creed, speech he gives Rocky. I think it's Rocky 3, I think, and some great stuff from Mickey, Rocky's old trainer. So what's your favorite part of Make Fitness a Priority?
Make Fitness a Priority, the book kind of came around. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to write in my book, and I knew it was going to be about long-term success, but that was about all I knew. And so the way it started, I asked people, what are your top priorities in life? I had a poll question, and that was the poll question. I just had as many people take it as I could, and out of all the people that took it early on, the top answers were family and career. So what are your top priorities in life? Family, career, faith. Those are the top answers. Nobody said fitness. And the more and more I started thinking about it, it's because in our minds, as our life changes, we're really good at adjusting to life's changes when it comes to our family, our career, and our faith. But we're terrible when it comes to our fitness. Fitness becomes the thing we're going to get to later because we think we're too busy now. So, and it's like we have a hang up, like when we are in the best shape of our lives. So like for Jamie Foxx, when he was younger, we had this bar, like, doing anything less than that is almost like we're not doing enough, or like, it's not worth it. Like we're something to be ashamed of. We're not doing enough work. And, we have to kind of realize that making fitness a priority, just because you're doing something less doesn't mean it's less of a priority. It just means it fits differently now. But really that's what make fitness a priority means. How does fitness fit in your life? How can you make it a priority? And, the whole point of that is because if you make fitness a priority, fitness, I believe, is the thing that makes everything else better. It can be the vehicle that just brings you to the best version of yourself. I think when I take the best care of myself, I'm a better husband, I'm a better trainer, I'm a better content writer, I'm a better at everything. It translates across the board. And so that's why we're doing ourselves a disservice if we don't make time for fitness now.
What are 3 takeaways that people that listeners in the audience can take away right now and use today to level up their fitness? And, we're not looking for gimmicky stuff, and nor would you even give me that. But I don't want people to think, oh, Jackson just said, gimmick fitness, you got to be careful. But every aspect of people's lives, you can make an instant change, make a difference, whether it be, people stop and meditate for 2 minutes or get a full night's sleep tonight. So what are 3 things that people could do right now, today, to level up their fitness? And maybe just fitness mentality.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to makefitnessapriority.com, my website, it was kind of always where I steer people to get started. But I think what I've learned, how I can help people get started, get the biggest impact I can help for people is to get them off the roller coaster of inconsistency. So most people start and kind of fall off track with their fitness goals or fitness routine like twice a year. And so that's always been kind of my pattern in the past until I kind of got the hold of it. But I think that the way you start is, I want you to just, if you're listening and you wonder where to start, how can I really make fitness a priority? Ask yourself this one question, and just, how does fitness fit in my life right now? That's where you start. And so it's not what got me in the best shape in the past. That's not about that, because your life is different now. You have to start where you are right now. There's no wrong answer. The only way you can answer it wrong is just not being honest. So you have to figure out first, how does fitness fit in my life right now? That's the first question. And I'll give you another question. The second question to ask is, how much accountability do I need right now? And so that would be, and so there's all kinds of ranges from that. And again, there's no wrong answer, and then your answer may change throughout the course of the year. But for me, I have a personal trainer. And so I have a personal trainer that trains me twice a week, and that helps me keep myself accountable. But there are times during the course of the year where I absolutely need my trainer standing next to me, telling me what to do, exactly what to do, yeah. And being right there watching me, or else I won't do it. Right. And there are other times when I'm really kind of in a workout zone and I'm feeling strong and empowered. I can't wait for my next workout. Then I don't need as much accountability. So, and there's anything in between there. So how does fitness fit in my life right now? And then how much accountability do I need? That's where you start right there. And the third thing I would say is to go to makefitnessapriority.com, and that I'll help you answer these two questions.
I like that. In keeping with the theme of sexiness, Chad Austin, what is the sexiest thing about you?
I read that earlier and I just started laughing. I didn't realize that's not something I've ever answered before. I think what my friends and my wife would probably say is just my ability to keep getting back up. And so as you said, you mentioned Rocky earlier. He was probably my first motivator that I would love to be as an influencer on myself. I think when it comes to fitness, I'm also an avid obstacle racer, but I help people overcome their excuses. And basically that's all an obstacle is. It's just an excuse we haven't overcome yet, right? And so every time you have an obstacle, you can either overcome the obstacle or the obstacle can overcome you. It's just one way or the other. And so if you really want to make fitness a part of your life, you have to think of your workouts, you have to think of everything, and when it comes to your routine, as your most important client. It's your most important client, and that's you. And so, but being able to have a no matter what mentality, that this is important, just like it is, just like your family, your career, everything else is, I think that overcoming the obstacles and ability to keep finding a way to do better, I think that would be my answer to that question.
Two things. One, every guest laughs and or cringes at that question. And it's funny because we have people, whose physicality is their income, whether it be physical fitness or modeling, et cetera. And, I think it's very humanizing when you realize that these people don't think about what makes them sexy every day. And second thing, what's your favorite Rocky movie?
I really, it's so hard to pick. There's so many, I think there's different lessons in all of them. There's a lot of good lessons in Rocky 3. But I think actually, it's probably not most people's favorite movie, but I think, Rocky Balboa. And so movie after Sylvester Stallone is retired, he came back.
I was about to say, that is my favorite Rocky of all of them.
Yeah, I think, the messages that Sylvester Stallone would be a great speaker. I'm sure he is. I've never got to see him speak in person, but he could just pretend to be Rocky and speak, and I would go and listen to him talk. But just the whole, it's not over when you fall down, but it's not about how much, it's about how much you can take and keep getting back up. And I think that is life.
That alley
and that
conversation,
is my job
right?
to a T.
Yeah, that alley conversation with his son.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, absolutely. That how much, there's a poster of it, right here on my wall about that, the not pointing fingers, and it's not about, how hard you can hit, but about how much you can take and keep going forward. I think, in fitness, that's a big thing because, especially with New Year's resolutions, it's almost like failing is not allowed. And that's ridiculous because failing is a part of everything. You're going to fail on your fitness journey, and that doesn't mean your journey's over. Your journey doesn't end when you fail. And the way you get better is you keep learning from your failures and getting back up. And how do I get back on track? How do I do better next time?
So right now, everybody, take away those three things. Go to makefitnessapriority.com and go watch Rocky Balboa. Like, if you take nothing away from this episode, yeah. It really is. It's such a sleeper movie that has just, it's packed with so many amazing life lessons. But what makes a person sexy, in your opinion?
whether it be imposter syndrome, feeling like a fraud, or just that self-doubt that we have. I mean, if there would be one superpower I would want, that's something that's a question in our Toastmasters, once in a while, but it's like it would be that I would be immune to self-doubt, that I would not imagine what we would do if we didn't have any self-doubt or any voice telling us that we might fail, just that, but being able to have confidence and no matter what adversity you face, what obstacles you face, I think that's the answer right there.
It is now time for the quick game where we like to give our guests a chance to run through some entertaining questions. Chad, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Don't overthink it. Let's go. What's your favorite drink?
Powerade.
When are you most productive?
In the mornings.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
What's your favorite number and why?
13, because 13 seconds, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce let everyone know the Chiefs are awesome.
Waffles or pancakes?
Pancakes.
In what subject were you worst at school?
Math.
What was your best subject?
PE.
What scares you?
Failure.
And my favorite question, who inspires you?
Well, we already touched on Rocky Balboa, but I think I got a lot of mentors. I think my TGIF, thank God it's Friday Toastmasters group in the morning, all of them, they inspire me. And it's a networking group we have. We're about public speaking, but we all came and we faced our fear of public speaking, and it's all led us to great elevations in our career and in life.
Good people, sexy people. That wraps up our interview with the powerful, the fit, and the inspirational Chad Austin. Thank you for joining us this evening. And one more time, let people know where to find you.
MakeFitnessApriority.com. If you're ready to elevate your life and get off the roller coaster, go there and get started. Make fitness a priority. You can find me using that phrase on all social media platforms.
Chad, thanks a lot. We'll see you soon.
Thanks a lot.